Some more important news. As an experiment, the credit economy from Tier 1 to Tier 7 will be reconfigured. Now you'll be able to repair Tier 1 to Tier 6 vehicles for free. Moreover, for vehicles from Tier 1 to Tier 5, as well as some Tier 6 and Tier 7 stock tanks, you'll be able to resupply standard and high explosive shells without spending credits. At the same time, the profit coefficient will be slightly reduced for such tanks, so that their income after battle remains the same. That's all for today. Good luck, Commander. May your ammo rack never run low, and your vehicle's fuel tanks always be full.
Till the very last second, I thought that Wargaming were willing to give out to free-to-play players a way to make credits without having to spend real money. Am I deceived? I don't know yet. Bonjour everyone, Pantoufleee here today for a new video in which we're going to talk a little bit about the free-to-play way, aka struggling in the game until you get your first premium either through an event or maybe from the Wheel of Wargaming by winning something on their stream or something like that, because without this, good luck making credits in this game. The cool thing is, Wargaming is aware of it, and as an experiment, as you saw in the trailer of the 8.2 update, they are willing to do some changes from Tier 1 to Tier 6. Those changes are implying that with the tanks you already have from the tech tree, you will not have any repair cost when it comes to the tank itself, but also the ammunition, not the gold one, obviously, because otherwise everyone would spam gold all day long, but at least for the armor piercing and high explosive shells, you will not have to use credits in order to put them on your tank. Is it a good thing from Wargaming? Definitely, and I really encourage them to keep this, even if it's only an experiment for the moment, because it will allow us to get more and more players getting interested into the game, and I feel like this is what Wargaming intended to do. It was not necessarily about credits, but let me explain to you why. So let's sum up Wargaming's thinking. As a new player, when you enter the game for the first time, you grind tanks. And obviously at one point, if you don't spend any money, you're going to be locked and you can't grind anymore. What's interesting from the perspective of a new player, and I know that simply because right now I'm playing Tank Company and I have the exact same feeling, what excites you is the possibility of getting the next tank. You don't really care about playing the same tank again and again because there is so much to discover that you really want to get everything. This is what the newbies are going through. And the thing is, Wargaming said maybe to themselves, okay, we need a way to make those guys enjoy the game a little bit further, for them to get to a certain tier where they're going to be so attached to the game that they are willing to play it more than other games. And this is why Tier 6 was chosen, because Tier 6 is where you draw the line between people that are really discovering the game and people that are either still clubbing hard or trying their best at higher tier, for example, Tier 7, Tier 8, Tier 9, and Tier 10. That being said, is it a good idea? It's a whole incredible idea, but I don't know why Wargaming decided to remove the ability to make credits, because that's what they said in the trailer. When the update 8.2 will drop, yes, the repair cost will be destroyed for all those tanks, but at the same time, they're going to lower down the credit coefficient. And the thing is, when you do this, I don't know, I totally understand why they did that, because it's still a company and they need to make money, and if you had the possibility of making quite a lot of money using your regular Tech Tree tanks, what the hell, your Tech Tree tanks, you will not be willing to spend any more money or gold in the game, and therefore it would be a huge crash for Wargaming. But at least if you lower it down, please Wargaming, make sure to just increase it just a little bit, like 5%, something like this, because it would make it so much easier for new players to be able to play the game for a longer period of time, but also make a lot of credits. This way, it will probably make the grind easier for newbies, because they will not be stuck with no credits in the garage, not being able to play the tanks they have. And therefore, if they do that, I feel like on the long run, it will allow us to get way more players. That being said, obviously, as it's only for two ammos, the regular one and the high explosive one, and not the gold one, some tanks are going to have a huge advantage over that, and it could lead to tank destroyer meta. Let me explain to you briefly why. The only tanks from Tier 1 to Tier 6 that feature a penetration that is way enough for you not to have to switch to gold shells are tank destroyer, because those tanks are designed for that. They are literally guns mounted on tracks. And if you use those tanks a lot and without paying any without paying any credits for the ammunition, you are gonna be willing to play them more and more because of their penetration. Whereas if you play a medium, a light tank, or even sometimes heavy tank using stock guns, when you play in battle, at one point you will have to switch to gold shell. And when you switch to gold shell, the ammunitions are not free. You will have to pay for them. And this is why doing this, the players will realize that tank destroyers can be played again and again without the need of using premium shells, and therefore without the need of spending any credits. So maybe from tier 1 to tier 6 are we gonna see people playing a lot with tank destroyers, and therefore maybe at low tier a tank destroyer meta, even if it's already the case kind of because of the SU-100Y and these kind of premium tanks. But it shouldn't be too much of a problem simply because tank destroyers before tier 8 are not that cancerous. It's at tier 8 that it starts to get cancerous with their 640 alpha damage or even 900 using HE, etc, etc. But yeah, overall, it's a great initiative from Wargaming, and I'm really happy they did that because let's say that unlike World of Warships, here they're actually doing the job. So hopefully, guys, you enjoy, and tell me in the comments if you're a new player or something like that, are you inclined to play more tank destroyers rather than the other ones at low tier simply because of what I just explained or not? I would be curious to know if I'm right or if I'm just bullshitting my way through that video saying things that will never happen, because after all, it's only my opinion. If you enjoyed, feel free to subscribe, like, and share, and I'm gonna see you soon for a new video. Bye. One thing I forgot to show you guys, I'm sorry for this. So my total credits is 66,000, right? But when you go in detail and in efficiency, in credits, sorry, the tank repair, minus 5% because I'm in a clan, 5k. This would be removed after the 8.2 update drops. The ammo resupply, I didn't use any premium shells, so this will jump as well, and that's it. So in total here I will have done 66,000 credits plus 30,000 for a total on this tank of nearly 75,000. So it could be an extremely good idea for you guys right now to enrich your tier 6 tanks simply because you're gonna make more money than ever, and if you manage to get yourself a good game, you will possibly do as much credits as a tier 8 premium. So it's time for us to shine, free-to-play players. If you have enough gold stocked, maybe try to enrich your favorite tier 6, for example, an LCAT or something like this, and hopefully you will be able to acquire as much credits as needed for you to unlock a tier 10. Bye.